Hello students, welcome to Fun Maths Club Srilankan National Curriculum Grade 10 Lesson 2 Square Root. Last class we learned about how to approximate the square root of a positive number which is not a perfect square. So basically we have done the first approximation. Today we are going to do two examples. Example 1. Approximate 17 to the first decimal place. So first write two perfect square numbers which is closer to 17. So one number is less than 17, one number is bigger than 17. So I'm going to write 17 here. Let's rewrite this one. Going to write 17 here, and 16 is a square number and 25 also a square number. So since the 17 is in between these two numbers, I can use this symbol. So we can rewrite these numbers again. So let's put the square root for each. The square root of 16 is equal 4. You have to find square root of 17. Square root of 25 is equal 5. Okay, so the square root of 17 is in between 4 and 5. So next step, you have to check whether this 17 is closer to 16 or 25. So when we check, the difference between 16 and 17 is 1. The difference between 17 and 25 is equal 8. So the 17 is very closer to 16 than 25. So let's start from 4.1. That is the first decimal. So 4.1 times, let's find the squares of 4.1. So you would get 16.81. 4.2 times 4.2. Yeah, that is equal 17.64. So the 17 is in between these two, right? So we don't need to do 4.3 times 4.3. We don't need to multiply this one, or we don't need to get 4.3 squared, because we have already passed 17 here. So 17 is in between these two numbers. Okay, so that has gone. I have to rewrite it. So not necessary to rewrite it, it's here. So I will write it like this: 17 and 16.81, 17.64. Okay, I can write like this, right? Because 17 is in between these two numbers. Okay, now write this, put the square root for each. Now you can say this one is 4.1 square root of 17. This is 4.2. So square root of 17 is in between 4.1 and 4.2. So let's go here and find the difference between 17 and 16.1. Don't consider the square root part. Just check the difference between this and 17. this and 17. When you find the difference between these two pairs, 17 is very close to 16.81. So your answer is 4.1. Square root of 17 is equal 4.1 because 4.1 is very close to 17. So the first approximation is 4.1. Yeah. I hope this one is clear to you all. Let's erase everything. Okay. Let's move to example 2. Similar thing, but slight difference is there here. So square root of, you have to find the first approximation of square root of 245. Okay, so we know 15 squared is equal to 225. Yeah, and 16 squared is equal to 156. When you take square root for each, okay, when you take square root for each, 1 second, I will erase everything. Okay, square root for each, square root of 225 is equal 15. 256, square root of 256 is equal 16. So square root of 245 is in between 15 and 16. So, but when you check whether this 246 is closer to 225 or 256, it's 256. 245 is closer to 256 because the difference between these two is 20. The difference between these two is just 11. So 245 is very closer to 256. So let's write it in descending order. So we can start from 15.9 squared, 15.9 times 15.9, that is 256, sorry, 52.81. Likewise, when you write this one here, you are very close to 246 as 245, right? So then again we did 5.6 squared, that is 243.36. So this is little far from 245. So this is closer than this. So our answer is this, square root of 245, approximation, not exactly. This is first approximation, so 15.7. okay, hope this one is clear to you all. Okay, so let's move to exercise 2.1. Here I can give a support for first two questions. So this is just a hint. Okay, let's erase everything. Look at these two questions. Question number 1, 5. Number 5 is in between 4 and 9. These two are square numbers. Yeah. So the number 4 is less than 5. That is one of the square number. Number 5 is a next square number. Okay. So we can write this symbol. Okay, so when you take square root of each, you would get 2 here, square root of 5, 3. So square root of 5 is in between 2 and 3. Okay, so 4, 5, 9. The difference between 4 and 5 is 1. The difference between 5 and 9 is equal 4. So number 5 is very close to number 4 than number 9 because of the difference. Yeah. So you have to start from 2.1 squared, 2.2 squared, 2.3 squared. Likewise, you have to write it in ascending order and check which first decimal, which number is closer to square root of 5. Yeah, I mean, which number is close to 5. When you check these numbers, if something is it's close to 5, you have to pick that one and get the square root of it. Yeah. Likewise, let's erase everything. Likewise, square root of 20. Square root of 20 means this is, write 20 here. What is the next square number for 20? 25. Yeah. The square number before 20 is 16. Okay. So rewrite this: 16, 20, 25. Square root to each. So this is equal 4. This is equal 4. This is, we don't know, we have to find it. This is equal 5. So square root of 20 is in between 4 and 5. So let's check the difference between these two and these two. The difference from between 16 and 20 is equal 4. The difference between 20 and 25 is equal 5. So the difference between this 20 is very close to 16. So you can start from 4.1. You have to find 4.1 squared, 4.2 squared, yeah, 4.3 squared. Likewise, you have to check, and if some value is very close to 20, then the other value you have to pick that one and get the square root of it, and you would get the values. I just circle it. You have to find it. Okay, either one of this, or maybe you have to go to 4.4 squared also. Yeah. So hope this one is very clear to you all. Thank you for watching. Next class we can learn about the division method. Have a good day ahead.